Right, hello everybody. Try it Tuesday, a little bit different this week because I've finished a couple of projects, and these are all my tiny bits, there's some big bits, okay, but left over, but they mainly all got straight edges. Okay, there's a couple there that I'm not going to use, the ones that aren't straight, right, because my try it this week is using straight edges. I tend to rip and tear for collage work, and I thought, oh, let's try it all straight, because I looked at them and I thought, oh, they're all been cut offs, and so they're all mainly straight. Not something that I do very often. Well, I don't think I've ever used straight edges, actually. Shouldn't say not very often. I can't remember. I can't recall ever using it for collage as a, I know that could still be straight. Okay, so I'm gonna do something, make something out of all those bits, and it gets rid of those instead of them being put in a bag and never seeing the light of day again. So I'm gonna use it. I'm using gel medium. You can use what you normally use. I use that one, the Liquitex one. It's not the cheapest, but I just prefer Liquitex or gel medium for if I want to do something after on it. I find it's the best medium to work with, but you know, yes, you can use your PVA if you want. That's what, you know, if that's what you use it. So there's no right or wrong way. You just use what you prefer. Right, so I've got a fairly large paintbrush, about an inch one, I think. Okay, and again, it's going to be fairly random, but I'm going to start off with the biggest pieces, I think. It'll just be interesting to see what we can make from it. We'll do something. It might be a journal cover. I think I've done quite a few tags recently, so I'm going to try and do something else. So I'll be getting a bit bored of my tags. I do like making them though, that's the trouble. Right, let's some of the big bits. There's a nice big bit that. Need a bit more on there. These are file folders that I bought by mistake once when I was after Melina ones. I mean, I've got some Melina ones now, which I doubt if we'll be able to get any more, because it used to be fairly reasonable to get them from America, but the price of postage, oh my gosh, has really shot up. So I'm just going to overlap a little bit now. So sometimes it seems quite a lot of money, but I worked it out per file. Oh, that's a real big bit, isn't it? So I'm going to cut that one down a bit. And I think they worked out about 10p file folder, which I didn't think that was too bad. I mean, these sort of ones worked out about 2p, but I do love my file folders. But you can make them from cream card. I think Yvonne's got a tutorial, Yvonne Crafty White Preston. I shall link that video below, because she's got a good little tutorial on making them from cream card. Right, so I'm sort of going across my work. I have no plan with this at all. This is just me, if you know what I mean. It's how I feel I want to go. I'm going to go up to the top with that one. There's quite a lot of similar sizes here. Looks like my popular piece is definitely the that piece of paper this year. It's definitely my favourite of the year. Right, I quite like that top. I might do that. No, do that. I think I've definitely got enough for another one, so it's going to go there. Okay. Okay, I quite like that. Oh, another bit here as well, which is quite nice. I'm going to put that there. I've still got a bit to fill in, but I'm going to go that way. I'm just going to cut this bit off a minute, and I'm going to cut the other bit off around the top, just roughly. And then have a take a look at it. I'm just going to have a look. Oh, I'm actually liking that as it is. Right, okay, that's fine. And I'm just going to do another one of these with all these bits. I've still got enough left for another one, definitely. Oh, let's have a look. She might put that there. Okay, except for those. Okay, so I didn't do too bad. All right, that was the two. After I'd done those, the little bits that were left I used on there. All right, okay, not which, I can't remember which one you didn't see, but these are all done, and I'll pick one to make a journal cover out of. That's that one there. Yeah, I mean, I doubt if I use all this side this year, but they'll be put away for next year because they'll be great. But I'll use one. I'll do a journal out of one. Okay, but I'm just showing you the cover on this tutorial, so not tutorial, but you know what I mean. Try it Tuesday, because like I said, I don't ever do it symmetrical, like, no, it's not symmetrical, but you know, all straight lines. I tend to tear, so I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stitch around. Right, which one do I want? I like that one. Oh, hold on. I'm going to have that one. So I'm just thinking I might do a TN, so that could look quite nice. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to pick that one. Okay, and that's 2 tags, like I said, the bits I had left. So what I'm going to do first, those I can put away with my tag there, but it's used up. It's out the way. And it's something we could go straight into using. Right, yeah, I'm going to stitch around parts of this, you know, a bit like doing your franking pages. Yeah, but like I said, mine's all, well, that one's not that square, but it'll look, hopefully it'll look a bit better than that when I stitched it. But yeah, I'm going to go in crazy stitch everywhere now and see what happens. And then I'm going to gesso a bit and then find something for the cover. I've left mine because doubled, because I'm going to stitch this together now. So how thick have we got? May need a bit more. All right, one more piece of card, I think, for the cover. Right. Okay, here we are, all done. All right, so I'm going to gesso over mine. I'm actually liking it. I might gesso over another one, actually. Okay. I'm going to keep that one. No, I am. I'm going to carry on what I was going to do. All right. I'm only gessoing it very lightly. You can do this on the gel plate or, you know, one of these. This is just a piece of paper underneath with a bit of deli paper on top. And I actually want a bit of gesso on here because I had to peel my tape off for it, you know, it was all broken, so there's quite a few layers there, and I thought, well, I could utilize that if I put a bit gesso on it. So I'm gonna do that. So I usually do this with a gel plate, but this is just less time consuming for me. Right, if I see a place that I want to leave, gotta hurry up though. Get a wet wiper. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay, that's great. And then I'll do another one. Okay. know whether you can see me at the side, but hold on. Oh yeah, just. All right. So I'm just using that as a palette. Just tones everything down a bit, that's all. A blob there. There you go. Cover your angel up. This one hasn't got stitching on either, so I'll leave it as it is. No stitching on this one. Okay. Yep. And get them dry, and I'll be back. Actually, I'm gonna might as well do this one as well. I've got a bit left on here, so all in that paper there. Okay. Quick. Quick. Very quick that way. Right, okay, I'll get them dry. And I'll get my tape dry. Okay. And I'll see you in a minute. Right, okay, it's all nice and dry. Okay, and you know, I'm going to make my cover out of this. I'm going to do a TN. Okay, so I am going to cut it down. I don't mind going through the stitches because I just restitch. All right, but when I do these, I will do loads of them like this, and then just, you know, take them like this one here. It's not been stitched around or anything. So, but I like it. That's without the stitching. Not a lot difference, you know, just a little bit more texture on that one. You know, I'm going to decorate it as well. I'm not going to leave it plain. So I think my journal I'm going to do, I've got some spare like TNs that weren't, I forgot to put 100% on, so they're a little bit smaller. So I think they ended up at like 7 3/4 by 4, something like that. So I might make a journal cover for that. I've got these. Okay, these are scrapbooking paper, and there's just a few bits that were, you know, that I printed out from last year. All right, and they were, I don't know, misprints really, but they don't look like it, but they were for the size. So this is my journal, which is, I think I said about 4 and a bit. Yeah, no, 4 by 7 3/4. Yeah, so I'm going to do the cover 4, so that's 8, and then I'm going to add an inch. Okay, because I usually pack mine full, I need a bit of space, but I can always trim down afterwards if need be. So that's what I'm going to do. So I need to, I'm going to cut mine 7 3/4, okay, and 9 that way. So I'll go and do that, and then I'll be back. Yeah, I usually pick, you know, if you feel like you like another area, a minute, hold on, you know, you might think, oh, I want that on there on the front, like that, then, you know, you can cut that down. Yeah, but I quite like this area here, so that is going to be my front, so I'm quite happy with that. That's it. I mean, it might be an idea not to do the stitching until after you've done the journal cover, but, you know, I'm not sure what I was going to do with it. So I just thought, right, I shall do all the stitching and then cut it down after. Yeah, so I'm going to 7 3/4 by 9 the other way. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we can decorate the cover and do the inside. There we go. All right, all I've done is stitch around the end and at the top. Okay, and what I tend to do now, I mean, matte medium's pretty good, pretty flexible. I think Mod Podge is as well, but I would, if you use Mod Podge or PVA, I would water it down, but I try to warm it up, yeah, and get it sort of bending, yeah, because you can warm it up with your hands, yeah, and just sort of get it flexing a little bit, yeah. But we will cover the inside. I think I might actually cover it with fabric, to be honest, and then have something coming out of there. And we've got that left, which could be tag or something. So that's about right. So you've got to remember, you know, put things in there so that bit there will disappear once this is fuller. That's upside down. Here we go. And now I'm liking that. Okay, so that gives me a feel of the journal. Yeah, it's lovely. And I'm going to do the cover. So I'm going to get some bits together. Just see what I like, and then get some nice fabric, I think, for that. And then that will strengthen that bit as well, wouldn't it, with the fabric in the inside, rather than putting Tyvek in. Yeah, I'm going to do that because I've got some nice fabric, so I'm hoping it's here and not in my house, because I did take it. Oh no, it's here. Hold on. Right, yeah, I've got a lot of Christmas fabrics from what I sold a couple of years ago. Oh, well, last year I think. But I quite like this colour green, because it's quite muted. And then I'm going to use, I've got pages left from the kit, so I'm going to do a pocket on the inside of that one. So that's what I'm going to do there. I'm not going to do a fabric pocket. I'm just going to line that, and this will fray nice. That's what I wanted. But that, you know, frayed on the edges there, I was going to be brilliant for this. Yeah. But I want to sort of get the cover going first before I do that. I'm just going to keep that there because that is perfect tone. I mean, look at this. Oh, it's got gold stripes in it. It's just, I can't wait. I really would like to make a journal out of that. It can be Christmas, so it doesn't have to be, but Chinese Christmas. Oh. Chinese New Year would be nice, perhaps. I don't know. It's lovely anyway. It's nice and bright. Yeah, I've got tons. Some of them are too good for the inside. That one I quite like. Okay, let's work out what we're going to do on the front cover. Right, that is what I've sort of come up with. Okay, I've played around with a few bits and pieces, and I'm quite liking that. Okay, so what I do here is I will sort of glue them down. Quite happy with the placement of all that. I just need to ink up a few of these. I think that's ink there, that one isn't, but that's a piece of that's that tag that I said I'd done. Yeah, and a bit of vellum there, but I'm going to stitch that on. So that's that tag there, and I quite like that. I'm going to do red stitching, and I'm going to stitch it, some of it on. I'm going to actually stitch it on there. I'm going to get some done first, so I'm just going to ink that. I'm going to stick that on there and that sort of thing. So let's do that first. Let's get the vellum on. That's just some fancy stitching on a bit of my little machine here. Not my embroidery, well, it does embroidery, but not like my other one. And then this goes down there. And that's a bit of that glitter paper with mica on it. Yeah. How do I do red stitching? It would have been quite nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think I'm just going to do straight because I've got that there. I don't want to do zigzag. Straight stitch around there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that first. There we go. I stitched that around. Okay. So now I need to, I think, shall I stitch that? Yeah, I most probably stitch that on there. But hold on, I'm going to just, this isn't stitched on yet. I'm going to just put a bit of glue in the middle there. I also stitched around that little bit there. Honestly, this piece of card is actually worked out brilliantly. Okay, let's get you in the right place. Okay, there. And I thought a little bit of this might look nice up there. And also that is to go under there. So let's see if we can put a little bit of glue. I usually mount this when it's on the top layer. I mount them onto card so they don't bend too much. Right, let's get that stuck down. Okay, right, I'm gonna stitch around there and then restitch along here, but I don't go over that. Okay, I'm just gonna stitch from there all the way around there. Okay, because it looks double there anyway, do you see? So I'm just gonna carry on and that will be perfect. Okay, that's all stitched around. Yeah, you see that? Right. So I'm going to put the piece of card I took off there on. Just measuring because I don't want to go out further than, oh gosh, yeah, come in quite a bit. Oh, I should have my other light on because it's nearly dark outside. What's the time here? 4:15. Right. I haven't got much to get for tea tonight, so eating out of the freezer. We're trying to get the freezer down so we've got space to put food in. Yeah, like that. And what I'll do, just ink around there, but there's hardly any on this, all right, so it will only pick up on that white. Be careful you don't go through your papers. You do this. Needs a bit of a trim actually. Okay, and then what I'll do, just put a bit of glue under that stitch in there. Okay, that's good. Right, and what was we going to do? Oh, cover. I'm just going to leave that dry and then we'll do the inside. I'll just cover that with some glue and put that on the top and then fray all the edges around. I'm going to stitch around again, but I'll do straight stitch over that. I quite like that look, where you got the zigzag and then the straight stitch over it. So I will do that again. It's all ready to stick down. I've decided I'm gonna do it that way around. That's going to be the inside, not the plain, just in case the glue comes down. I do a little test piece, okay, just to check, and it's fine because I've used Fabri-Tac. All right, but if in doubt if your glue's going to work with that fabric, just put a bit on a card and see. You know, if it ruins it, then you don't use it. So yeah, I'm going to need a little bit of glue, or a lot. Oh, not that one. That's 3 in 1. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac instead. I've already put my bottle upside down. Okay, there we go. So I'll do half first and then the other half. I've cut the piece of fabric with about 1/4 of an inch spare all around the outside. Yeah. And so there's no lumps. Yeah. She'll do that. Okay. Right. Iron out the fabric. Might be best to iron it before you do this. Okay, and we'll pull back a bit. All right, even though there's glue there, I'll still pull back and then make sure there's plenty that goes under there. I think sometimes trying to do the whole journal, you find that it dries too quick. Right, let's put that away. That's what I find anyway, especially now there's heat on in here. Okay. I think I'm all right. Like I said, I'm stitching around mine, so I'm fine with that. If you're not, then I suggest you go around and put glue around there. But like I said, I'm stitching around mine, so I don't. But like that, and then we'll pull some threads out a little bit more, and that will give us. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's have a look, and that'll sit in there nicely. Yeah, that fabric's a nice colour. Okay, right, stitching we shall go. There we go, it's all done. So now, where's my little thing? Okay. Right, and just pull loads of these threads off. Tweezers are quite good for this. But that means finding them. I think they're hidden in my pot at the side here. Falling over, I think. Okay. That's looking alright to me. A few more there. And sometimes you have to trim. Especially if you haven't stuck this down square, then you'll find that, you know, like it needs a bit of a trim, but I actually don't mind. That's pretty good. I keep those as well. Oops, sorry. Again, if anything comes out now, well, it's stitched anyway, and you can't really see that. So okay. There we go. And then this is going to be the journal when it's done. And then I will stitch it in a later date there. And, oh, have I got any ribbon or anything just to tie around, and got a bit of this left. Not much now. Actually, I've got one more of those, so which is great. Which is, again, this was inside. Sorry, it's like sorry lining. So let's. Come off here. That will be nice on there, I think. Oh, I have sorry, in between things, I've been dyeing some green but it's not the right colour for this. So okay, let's not cut off your head. There we go, that's fine. And I'm just checking to see if it goes in my Midori. So that is perfect. So you don't need a tie if you put it in the Midori, you see. So that's why I tend to do wraparound ones. And don't forget, this has got to be decorated, but I'm not doing that in this tutorial. So let's put that in. Well, not tutorial, try it Tuesday. Like I said, it was just the fact that we were doing the straight collage, which I've never done it straight before, and I quite like it. I think what it is, my eye is very straight, and a lot of my work is quite straight, so it was actually quite nice not, you know, to actually collage and just rip paper and do whatever, you know. So, but I love the way that's turned out, you know, and the gesso has pushed that background into the background, so this then comes up, and here's the back. So ideal. And then once decorated, we'll fill that out. Yeah, so that's all right. So we will get on with that on a later date. Okay, but it's nice to use up those bits of paper that's just hanging around instead of putting them away and forgetting about them. You've got something ready almost for Christmas or for next year even, you know. But I'll still be working. It's Christmas because I've got loads of stuff to use up, but my papers are going down, which is great. So okay, there she is. Okay, thank you very much for watching then. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you again. Oh, very sorry it was a day late, or 2 days, depends how much I can edit tonight. I just couldn't get it done this weekend for Tuesday. I had too much on. But thank you very much, everybody, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye.